Okay, so I wanted to review a couple tips on how to communicate in a way that will strengthen your relationship through conflict. And there's a lot more details in the workbook, but we're just going to briefly go over kind of the headings of what they are to kind of get your creative juices flowing. So, number one, it's really important to set aside time each week for a weekly check-in. If you're asking how you can serve each other, asking if there's anything you can improve upon, and you're both willing to work on yourselves, and you're kind of touching base about that each week, nothing's going to grow into a huge problem. Number two, this probably is one of the biggest ones. When you are facing a problem, it's the two of you solving the problem. You are not pit against each other. You're not trying to prove one is right, one is wrong at all costs. You guys are a unit now, a union. You have chosen to cleave. So it's you against the problem that needs to be solved. We need to listen to understand, not to win, and really listen to try and have empathy and compassion for the other person's perspective and truly see it. Not just listening and waiting for them to shut up so you can get your 2 cents in. There's a lot more about that in here because that is something that I really struggled with and had to learn. We talked about last time considering how your parents dealt with conflict and how that might influence the way you do it and what changes you might need to make there. Also, giving it 3 days. If it's a little thing and it's just bugging you in that moment, and you can give it 3 days to see if it still bugs you then, that's a really great litmus test for if it was irritability or being tired or hormonal, or if it's actually something that needs to be resolved. If we are trying to look for the good in each other, complimenting each other, serving each other, that will help us stay grounded when we're dealing with a conflict. And then when you're dealing with a problem, set aside a time when you're not hungry and you're not exhausted and you're not stressed. Set aside a time to talk about it and tackle the problem together. Start with prayer. Ask the Lord to help you see each other and the situation clearly and with compassion before you move forward. All of those things can turn really big, angry emotions into more calm, reasonable perspectives before you deal with the issue.